There you go, Em. Come on, Em. Yes.
Don't be fancy. Just kick it to the other side of them.
Yeah. Yes, Em. Shoot. Excited. Definitely excited. It's going to be a good year. We lost a bunch of seniors, but we got a lot more freshmen and showing some good quality. New coach, but same game. So excited to get some more wins.
Excitement, I guess, would be a really big thing. And with that, excited to get after it. Last season we didn't do as well as we wanted, and so I think this season expectations are even higher. And so I'm really excited to kind of push the team to get there.
You know, it's amazing. You know, I'd love to sit here and say that I've created something amazing, but I really haven't. You know, it's just a phenomenal group of young ladies. They have done a great job of bonding and accepting one another very early on. And I really feel like even from the freshmen all the way up to the seniors that they have a good understanding of one another. And I think that they all are becoming very, very close as a group. And to see that as a coach before you get into the start of your regular season, I think is very, very important.
And it's adjustment for everyone, and because we have a new coach and the freshmen, really trying to just build that competitive edge on the team is going to be key. And then once that is built, skills and playing with other people will fall into place. But really getting people to go where we want, get them to put in the effort, kind of buy into what we're doing, and I think results will come.
Well, I think captains-wise, we've got great leadership. And even outside of the captains, we've got some good upperclassmen who have really shown themselves as quality leaders as well. So I think coming into the season, I'm pretty excited with where we are leadership-wise. I think really what it's going to come down to is how quickly we can put ourselves in a position as a group, you know, and making sure that everybody's performing at a high level and maintaining some level of accountability for each other while we're out there on the field. Nice and easy, come on in. And freeze. Once she enters the grid, okay, then she can take the shot.
He keeps saying we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. And so we're staying with the same basic type of formation. We're going to continue to play possession soccer, doing the things that we're good at and just kind of perfecting some of the things that we weren't successful with in 2013. So working on a little bit of forward play, how we transition offense to defense, and kind of how our forwards are checking to the ball, more in the middle to defensive third rather than always going forward. And so possession is going to be key with us, and I think that's our strong point. So I'm excited for how we're looking to play this season.
I think his coaching style and style of play is a little bit different. He's kind of combining some of the things that Core did and some of his own things to work with our team and the players that we have.
Put that on the ground. Great job.
No. Yeah. I mean, it's the same game, so, and we had a good base of passing and moving the ball and playing that brand of soccer, and then we're just trying to be more direct and get more goals because obviously that wins you games. So that's kind of how Greg has imposed his philosophy, is making us go forward and still passing the ball and moving it well.
I guess I would say defensively we're doing pretty well. We have most of the people who played last year coming back. I think offensively is where we're going to need, especially our class, I guess, to make a difference this year.
I think we have a good core of returners that are playing in the defense and in the midfield. And I think everything begins from the defense. You know, you start offense through the defense. And so having that core stability in the back is going to be huge for us. They're going to be kind of a backbone for the team. And then as we transition forward, we have midfielders that know what we're doing, know what it takes basically. And we have forwards too that are going to do, I think, fantastic in the new roles that we're kind of giving them. And it's going to be a great team effort, front to back. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is a big class. I mean, you're talking about 10 freshmen and 11 newcomers in general. And I think the biggest thing for the freshmen is they're trying to find who they are as a player, and where they can best influence and impact this team, starting their year off, as freshmen.
I definitely think that having so many of them, all fighting for time, starting spots, is definitely pushing more upperclassmen to work harder during practice. It's definitely made a more competitive environment.
Some big personalities, which is nice to see. some goofy girls, but they seem like good people on and off the field, and it's nice to get those new faces on the field, and they're not afraid to push us around, which is kind of nice and makes us better. But definitely some goofy girls, but good personalities.
Ball game, good, winners right here. Reset it, reset it. Everybody reset. Make sure when you're standing behind the cones, you're looking for that ball coming to you. Well, I mean, RPI has really taken some great steps forward, not only academically, where it's always held such high prestige, but now athletically, it's really made some great strides, really in the last 5 to 10 years. Cord did a phenomenal job here before, really getting this program, back up to a level of respectability and contention, and at different times would be ranked in the national top 25, and then also in the regional polls. We're just looking to continue that success and continue to move forward and take that foundation that's already been set and really just continue to be consistent as a team.
Especially since we're continuing to do most of the things that we did last year and the years before the same. What's going to be really key is remember not just getting rid of everything that he taught us, because a lot of it was fantastic, and really building on what he's already built. Not taking any steps backwards, and not having any excuses for, new program, a lot of new players, new coach. I think definitely building and improving on what we've already done is going to be key.
It really comes down to being able to execute who you are as a team and being successful at it. Bottom line, it's about everybody buying into the same thing, accepting their roles and executing within those roles. So for us, very early on, it's going to be, can we hold our shape? Can we do the things that we're capable of doing as far as possession-wise? Are we getting forward well? Are we countering well as a unit? Little things that don't seem like a big deal, but when you've got a new group and everybody's trying to gel together, those are very big, parts of a game.
We gotta get points every weekend and not drop weekends, and start building this weekend, and every weekend get better, not just go up and down, but consistently across the board get points and wins, and hopefully not as many losses and ties.
I definitely think that we're just going to need everyone to step up and be more competitive this year, and kind of hold our winning season throughout the whole season. I know last year we did really well in the beginning and then it kind of dropped off at the end, so I guess working all the way through the season will be important.
I think being consistent is going to be a huge for us this year, and capitalizing on games that we should win, and kind of having that grit to pull out games that are close, because going 500 on all 1-goal game losses except for one is pretty much not acceptable this year. So.